Hello everyone. We're going to talk about unit rates right now, and I just wanted to point out that I'll start by telling you what a rate is, and I got it right here. It says a rate is a comparison of two or more quantities with different units. A unit rate is a rate where the second term is 1. There. Now are you crystal clear what a unit rate is? I didn't think so. It's actually fairly complicated when you listen to it that way. So let's just do a question, and then you'll see what a unit rate is as we do it. Is that cool? All right, here we go. Let's see, I'll pick a color to write with, and here we go. It says how to find a unit rate. Well, it says, let's say Fred makes $15 in 2 hours. A unit rate is when the second term is 1. So think about it this way. We have dollars, and we also have hours. Do you want to find dollars per hour, or do you want to find hours per dollar? What makes more sense? Well, you're probably saying dollars per hour sounds like something you've heard before, whereas hours per dollar sounds like something really messed up. So we're not going to do that. We're going to find dollars per hour, and this is all you do. How many dollars are we talking about here? 15. How many hours are we talking about here? 2. What do you do with these two numbers? Well, you remember that this line really means division, right? It's a fraction, but you can take the top number, divide by 2. What do you get? Well, take your calculator, and you should get $7.50. It actually says 7.5 on your calculator, but if you're familiar with money, you know that 7.5 really means $7.50, put a slash there, per hour. That's how much Jimmy makes per hour. That is a unit rate because the second term is 1. $7.50 per 1 hour. Let's do another question here. Let's say you're in a store and it says, well, you have two choices. You can buy, let's say, some Gatorade, 3 liters of it, for $4.99. And the easiest way to find out what's the better deal between $12 for 28 liters, that's a lot of Gatorade, or $4.99 for 3 liters, is to do what's called a unit rate. So what you do is you say to yourself, do I want to know dollars per liter, or do I want to know liters per dollar? Liters per dollar sounds weird. Let's try dollars per liter. So you just go $4.99, because that's the dollars on top, divide it by 3 liters. Take your calculator and try that right now. I'm taking mine, and I'm dividing by 3. And I got a long number, 1.66333, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm going to round it off, which you should already know how to do. And if you don't, we got to talk about how to round off. But you should get $1.66. There's a 3 that comes after this, but we're not including the 3. This is money. We always cut it off right at the pennies, which is that 6 right there. So it's $1.66 per liter. That's the unit rate for this Gatorade. $1.66 per liter. Not a bad price. But you go to a store like Costco where you have to buy 10 tons of something, and hopefully you get a better deal. Well, let's see what happens in this case. We've got $12, and there's 28 liters. What do you do with these two numbers? Well, let's find the unit rate. Let's find the price, or the dollars, per liter. Divide the two numbers, doing it on my calculator, and I got this number. 0.428, etc., etc. So really, it costs, I'm going to round it off, 0.4. Remember, the 2 becomes a 3 because the 8's beside it. So it's 43 cents per liter. And that is our unit rate. What's the better deal? Well, obviously, this is the better deal. And some questions that you do in math will say, how much better of a deal is it? And then you would just say, well, this deal and this deal, subtract the two, and you would say this one is that much better than this one. You save that much more money. But we're not going to subtract them right now. We're just hoping that you understand what a unit rate is. The second term is 1. All right? Hope that made some kind of sense. Thanks.